Hello, welcome back. Here we are with the evolution of mom. I'm Shannon Kerr, and I had a really awesome conversation this weekend. I was teaching a workshop for daycare providers. For those of you who don't know, I have worked as a daycare provider myself, as well as working in the school systems. So I have a long history of working with children and all the stress and challenges that come along with that. And so a daycare manager reached out to me to teach her staff how to use tapping to release stress and anxiety in the moment, and also to help build stronger staff connections so that they can help each other when someone's feeling triggered or when someone's having a hard day. And it was a really wonderful conversation that we had. There was one interesting part of the conversation that came up, and it was this realization that people get into working with children because they love working with children. Obviously, hopefully, you're not doing it for the money, let's be honest. But there is also this this negative belief that if things feel hard during the day in daycare, there's something that I'm doing wrong. And it means that I'm not having a good day, basically. However, if you think about it, there are so many unknown factors. There are so many outside influences. And just the fact that you are working with little people who have their own thoughts and feelings, and they're learning how to communicate. They're not adults who know how to ask for what they want in a logical way. And so there's going to be these emotional outbursts and resistances showing up. So this belief that if it's only a good day, if nothing goes wrong, is setting these daycare people up for failure. Working with kids means that the unexpected will always happen. And this is the same for us as parents. We can plan from morning till night. We can try and create these magical plans to make sure that our children never have a negative feeling. But that's unreasonable. And it's not really fair to our kids. It's not fair to ourselves either. So kids have their own thoughts and feelings. We cannot guarantee perfect happiness all the time, nor should we. We want our kids to learn how to experience all the feelings, and so that they learn that all these feelings have equal value. Just because I had a sad time at drop off, or I got upset when it was time to put the toys away, that doesn't mean I'm having a bad day. It's just feelings. These are human feelings, and I want to experience all of them. So it's putting a lot of pressure on us as the people spending time with these children. And it's also creating some judgment for these kids to think like, oh, I don't want to rock the boat because it's going to upset people around me. The truth is that we can do better if we go in with the expectation that things are not going to go the way we planned all the time. And that's okay. We can lay out a rough schedule. We can have the routines that bring so much calming support for our kids. But our job is not to make things run like clockwork. They're not robots. They're not automatons. Our job as parents and care providers is to manage our own emotions and be that calm support when things go sideways. so that we can help our kids go through the experience with as much love and support as possible. So, I wanted to do some tapping around this to help release that expectation of I only get to have a good day when everything goes right. So, you can start by tapping on the side of the hand and take a breath. Let it out. Let your shoulders soften a little bit. And repeat after me. Even though I want everything to go smoothly for me and my child, and I feel like it's a failure when things go wrong, I still love and accept all parts of me. Even though I feel disappointed in myself when things don't work out, I recognize that I have these feelings, and I love and accept all parts of me. Even though I feel disappointed when things don't go smoothly, and I judge myself and others for what happened, I am open to bringing in something new. Okay, let's move to the top of the head. I feel like a failure when things don't work out. Eyebrow point. I don't like the loss of control. Side of the eye. There are so many things that I cannot control. Under the eyes. And that feels scary sometimes. Sorry. Under the nose. I judge myself and others. Under the mouth. And that makes me feel defensive. Collarbone point. The day feels like a disappointment. Under the arms. How would it feel to let that disappointment go? Under the chest, because it's impossible for me to control every outcome. Wrists together. I am open to allowing some compassion here. Top of the head, because I want to feel resilient. Eyebrow point. How would it feel to remember that I am doing my best? Side of the eye, I feel some softness in my body. Under the chest, or under the, where am I? Under the eyes. What if I was willing to make this a practice? Under the nose, so that I can learn from the experience. Under the mouth, so that I can feel safe, whatever comes up. Collarbone point, knowing that I am always doing my best. Okay, put a hand on your chest and just breathe that in. Knowing that we are humans living imperfect lives and we get to try again. We want our children to be resilient. So that means leading by example instead of just writing off that day as a horrible experience or rating a day as good. If it goes exactly as I planned, that's teaching my child that belief that, only the smooth, easy days are good days. And I allow so much kindness and room for growth when I stop judging my challenging days, when I celebrate the moments when, look at that, I got to use this strength and I got to practice this skill. And look at what I learned from this. So think of the last day that you had that felt really hard when nothing worked out. And think about, how could you spin that story differently to show that your growth mindset is getting an opportunity to learn from the unexpected? What did you learn? What did you accomplish instead? It's an act of kindness to yourself and to others to expect the unexpected and even celebrate it as a chance to grow and learn how to do better. So I invite you to bring this perspective the next time that things start to go a little sideways. If this was helpful, please do all the things: like, comment, share, send this to another daycare provider or mom or teacher, and let's start practicing some peaceful thoughts in our days. All right, I'll talk to you soon.